I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I'll walk it out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shibby2142. Today we're playing some SMITE. We're doing Arena, and we're playing as HEL. So this is my first HEL gameplay, and hopefully I will show you guys how I like to play her so far. I am quite new to her playstyle, where basically she's one of the more advanced characters in my opinion, where her ultimate basically gives her 3 other abilities. So right now I am in my light stance. You can see that because I'm standing on the light disc. I then go into the dark stance. So that's what my ultimate does. Each of those abilities, 1, 2, and 3, have their own properties for each stance. You just saw I did my light stance 3 ability, which is an AoE heal. Ares then survives. Without that heal, he would have definitely died to AK's tornado. And that's one thing that's very satisfying about playing HEL. You can do a lot of little things, also a few big things, but a lot of little things that will add up in the battle and just really help your team out. So she is an awesome support, but depending how you build her, she can also dish out a ton of damage. So you might be wondering, but Shibe, how you see smite damage, trying to get the heal off, but they already made it to spawn. Ares is gonna pull a Kali into here. I use my Dark 1 ability, then my Dark 3 ability, and HEL is pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people say she's not balanced. I'm not going to disagree with that. She is very good, very strong. That's what Cadbury likes to say. Here's a case of a Kali chasing me. I'm able to heal, waiting for my cooldowns. I will then heal up again, then throw up my healing ball, and then pretty much dunk on her. So that is the power of HEL. All of her abilities, she can do so much. I mean, it's really, she is just awesome. So one thing I really like about HEL is you're like, oh, well, she doesn't really have an ultimate. Like, cool, you switch stances, a big deal. I'll get to that in a second, but check out my light 2 here. I'm able to purify off of Ares' ultimate because that would have pulled myself and Zeus to where Ares was with a small stun. But using HEL's 2 ability, I can purify myself, basically. I mean, or you could say Aegis, or however you'd like to put it. But basically, you purify yourself off those chains because it's like a proactive purify. If you know it's coming, you get about a 2-second buffer. It's amazing. I mean, HEL is great. She is such a good team player, especially for Conquest. You play HEL mid. I haven't got a chance to do that yet because I've been playing Arena, but she's useful in almost every game in my opinion because she can help in pretty much every case. Right here, switch to my light stance, pop in my 3 ability, which is that team heal AoE. Ares is gonna pull people here, and if I had more mana, I would be able to do more dark damage. How her ultimate works, let's go back to that, is in the dark phase, you get a magic damage buff, so you do more damage in your dark phase. That's like, oh, I'm gonna attack people, I'm a dark lord. Kind of think of it that way. While she's in her light phase, she gets a pretty nice mana regen buff, but you don't get that like magical damage attack buff. So if you're gonna be doing damage, usually in dark, but she can do damage in light. So her hurtful spells would be her Dark 1, which is the AoE ball that she throws out, her Dark 3, which is an AoE on her person, and her Light 1 will also do some pretty good damage while healing you. I believe the only ability I have not touched on yet is her Dark 2 ability. So this is an AoE target, you can put it down within a certain range, and then that will debuff the enemies. There is no bonus to your teammates here. It'll debuff the enemy, making them weaker to magical spells, and it'll also slow them. So HEL has it all. Let me say that. She has the damage, she has the purify, she's got the best heal in the game, I mean in my opinion, and she has a slow and a debuff. She's just extremely useful. Now, if there's a character to really jump on you, like a Loki, you probably won't survive that, but depending on what abilities you have up, what items you have purchased, and what your cooldowns are at, you might be able to get out of it just because you can throw down a whole lot of abilities very quickly since you have basically 6 compared to other people's 3 and their ultimate. Hopefully that has served as some kind of ability overview. I'm not really going into the numbers of how much damage she's going to be doing here and there. Here I am getting my Light 2 ability, going to be purifying my teammates who are in the range, and then pretty much saving them. So people who are not in there die, people who are live. Being able to dictate or help in situations like that, I think that's pretty powerful and pretty awesome that HEL just has it all. For a recommended item build, you really can't go wrong either getting reinforced boots or boots of the Magi first, depending on the other team composition. I think the spear is a very good item to get early on. Next up, I would suggest the Void Stone. It's pretty awesome for Hel since she has all those abilities, but it depends on how much magical resistance the other team has. You can then mix it up. Rod of Tahuti is probably a good 4th or 5th item. I mean, it's sort of a late game item, but it does help Hel, obviously with her power and her mana regen. One item that I like to get that not everyone else likes to get, I'm just saying, is the Chronos Pendant, because it does reduce your cooldowns once you get to that 3rd tier. And then I'm leaving a wild card in there for maybe like a physical defensive item, such as the Breastplate that gives you physical protection, mana, and also another cooldown reduction. I'm just saying, maybe you want to go like that so you don't die from a Loki instantly. So that would be how I would build my Hel. She does have a lot of options since she is so versatile in so many situations, but that's what I'd say for starters. And if you're like, Shibs, you're wrong, or you missed this item, my bad. I mean, I'm not the best Smite player in the world, but I think I'm okay. One last item I'd like to mention is the Obsidian Shard, but once again, that depends on how much magical resistance the other team is building. If they have 0 magical resistance, then it's pretty much pointless, and there's another better item for that situation. When leveling up her abilities, I would suggest going with your 1 and your 3, and then obviously leveling your 4, which is your ultimate, when you can, because leveling your ult does give you a bigger magical power boost when you're in the dark, and a better magical regen when you're in the light. If there's an Ares, possibly level up your 2 a little bit earlier, because it'll give you that more range and time for when you want to land that 2 and purify out of his ultimate. But if there's not, I would say it's not the biggest deal, but definitely your 1 and your 3 are pretty beast. Another case of using light 2 to get out of Ares' ultimate, obviously people not within that AoE range of the ability will die, just like Anhur just got destroyed there. So being next to your Hel, hopefully a smart Hel, will almost save you in every situation, I hope. And then Loki jumps on me, I don't have enough abilities or teammates to take him out, and I die. So that's kind of that, guys. My name is Shibby2142. Thank you for watching this video, a little how to Hel. I know I didn't cover everything, but pretty much the basics. If you'd like to subscribe for more Smite and Variety Gaming, that would be awesome. It's the button right up there. It's free to do. It's very easy. Just make an account on YouTube. And that's kind of it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I will see you next time.